It's Ehizoje, everyone's favorite Nigerian.
This that real life shit, nigga.
New segment. What we watching? Where we talk about shows that we watch, binge watch, and discuss them. So there's this docuseries called Ashley Madison. For those of you who might not know what Ashley Madison is, essentially it's a dating website where they promote cheating on your significant other.
So crazy.
But they keep it low key.
It wasn't low key though. It was like, that was so strange. I don't know. It was so strange.
So it became popularized early 2010s. By the time the mid 2010s came around 2015, there was a data breach, a hacker who got into their systems and pretty much said, hey, if you guys don't, I forgot what exactly it was, but if they don't like meet certain demands, if they don't shut down the website, if they don't shut down the website, we're going to release shut it down. We're going to release all this data that we have with all of your clientele. And Ashley Madison didn't shut it down. And so all the data was released, which ruined relationships, ruined personal lives, and this, that, and the third. So you guys both watched it. What do you guys think? First thoughts.
I was trying to put it on as like background noise. And then the first like 15 minutes, I was invested. Yeah. But I wanted to be like, oh, that's like weird white people stuff. And then that black lady came up on there. And I was like, damn, girl, that's true. That's true.
Remember we
were texting about that. Yeah. I don't remember this happening. Like while it was in real time, I don't remember ever seeing anything. I didn't even know about it until this Netflix docuseries came out.
Yeah, I think it's because we were kids.
20.
I was like 20 when the
hack happened. It was in like 2015.
Oh.
Yeah, so we were already. I didn't know. We were already in the internet.
I remember seeing it around, but I wasn't invested. I was just like, what the fuck is this? Like Ashley Madison. What the fuck?
I've only heard of it when I said, I need a sugar daddy. And people were like, go on Ashley Madison.
Really?
Probably.
I too need a sugar daddy. Or a sugar mama. I'm not discriminating.
Ashley Madison. but yeah. Oh.
No, you got it.
I was going to say, I thought it was just so bizarre that it was like a real thing. Like a real thing where like, oh, you're married? Like, that's okay. Like cheat on your spouse. Too. Yeah, like, here's a commercial for you to go and cheat. And like, here it is. And there's no repercussions. It's all secret. I mean, the repercussions came later, but it's like, here you go. Just a free way to cheat. And we won't tell anybody. And it's broadcasted all over and everyone does it. Here you go. This is so strange.
Yes. I like that you brought up the black lady, because the whole time I was just like, this is all white people. There's some white people shit down. Like, I feel like I should not be like watching this because this has nothing to do with me and my people. And then she popped up, and my first thought was, I bet she's with the white man. And sure enough, she was with the white man. I actually respect their relationship though, because they were very much like, hey, there's an open relationship.
I do too.
She does what she does. I do what I do. This is what makes us happy. But we, at the end of the day, are very communicative over what we do, and we love each other the most. Like, I think he made it like a big point of like, I don't know what I would do without this woman. Right.
Aww.
So
yeah. When I watched it, I didn't think this is like white people shit. I just thought like they're just telling the white stories.
Black men don't cheat.
Oh.
Okay.
But I don't know. I just saw it as like, like they're telling it from like the white perspective. Like there had to be black people on there, but like we would just never hear about them.
They wouldn't do a docuseries.
They're not gonna,
They'd be like typical for y'all.
They chose that couple. Can we talk about that couple?
I was hoping that you would.
Talking about the YouTube one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Say your piece.
Yeah. That's the whole reason I wanted to talk about this.
I've been waiting for this because that was when I was like, okay, now that is some white people shit.
Okay, talk about it.
Okay, let me compose myself. Okay, so they were like a YouTube couple, these white people. And it didn't really matter till they was white until you found out what they was doing or what he did. Okay, so he was like, I'm going to surprise my wife with her pregnancy. He's going to surprise her with her pregnancy. What do you need to confirm pregnancy? You need urine. He went into the bathroom and was like, with the camera and said, look right here. I got a sample right here. What the fuck is that doing in there, first of all?
I was going to say, does that mean they don't flush the toilet? I was so confused.
And then after he took the thing, put it in the test, brought it to her. She was not at all like
disgusting.
She was not at all disgusting. She said, "You went and got it out the toilet," and they said, "We are pregnant." And they were so happy, and I just couldn't. I literally was sitting there like, I must be confused. Like I must be missing something. And then the video blew up. And then they got all these deals and sponsorships and were interviewed by people because they like to let the yellow mellow. You ever heard of that?
No, what is that?
If it's brown, flush it down. If it's yellow, let it mellow. You pee and you don't flush to save water.
Oh.
So that's
I had no idea.
That's the only thing I could come up with for why that was still sitting in there. And he showed it. There was tissue and everything in there, and he was like, "Ha ha ha! I'm about to get this."
I didn't even look at it.
And it was just a happy family moment. And they don't flush their toilets.
Yeah, no.
So he was able to surprise her with her own pregnancy, even though she said she was late on her period by 2 weeks.
And I feel like my wife, my eventual wife, she gonna be black. She's not gonna be cool with me surprising her with her pregnancy, no matter how I got that shit. She's gonna be like, "Yo, what the fuck?
You think you gonna post this? When you went and got that out the toilet, delete this right now.
You making this a video?"
Right. What the? That was the craziest thing
I can't get
ever
past
seen.
the yellow mellow part. I can't. Ooh.
The things people do for clout. Clout's a hell of a drug, you know.
That's the only thing, because I've heard that before, but I was like, people don't really do that. It can't be real. And then when I saw that, I was like, now that right there, I have to say, it must be some white people shit. Cause I just can't get down with it.
1,000%.
Can we dig a little deeper into that man though? And I forgot his name. It don't really matter. But he's actually the main reason I wanted to talk about this on the podcast.
Yeah, go ahead.
That nigga is sicko. That nigga is sicko. It's one thing to...
He tried to get her friends.
Not try. He successfully did.
Did he? I thought he tried,
No,
and
he
she stopped
didn't.
being friends with him.
Yeah.
No, so Ashley... Wait, stop being friends? Maybe I...
Yeah, no. He made advances at one of her
close
good friends.
And her friends just
Cut
ghosted
her.
her.
Yeah, she was like, I'm cutting them off.
Yeah, I thought he said, oh, and she like reciprocated the advances.
No.
Okay, maybe I misheard.
Yeah, no.
I thought he said that. It was
She was like really upset. She's like, I lost people I care about because of he's a fucking sex addict. That's all it is.
Something wrong with him. And he lied the whole documentary.
Mm-hmm.
No, I just was on the
Bro,
website.
when they came together at the end, I was like, bitch, are you stand up, girl? Girl, stand up.
When she said
Take
she was
your
cooking
kids
for
and
him,
leave.
And when she was just saying how much she loved him, I was like, she's not gonna like
she lost.
Yeah, I don't
lost
know.
in the sauce.
Yeah, she loved him so much, and it's like, okay, I guess if you love someone, like you should just like work with them. And
I'm not gonna judge her too much because I'm not in her situation.
Yeah.
Like, and they got kids. Like, who knows? Like, what she had to go through to get to that point. I'm just gonna keep my judgment on the man who put her through all of that.
True. She still should have left.
I don't know, because I be thinking I have always been an advocate for just leave, and then
It's hard to leave.
I be leaving everybody, and then I'd be so sad. I'd be like, dang, why I always just leave and walk out on everything? Like, why do I do that?
I think that's a good thing, and I'm proud of you for doing that.
I do it all the time, and I'd be sad and alone, and I'd be like, dang, like, okay, like I love myself, I respect myself, da 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 da. But I'm like, dang, like,
but like,
what if I could work through it?
No.
But I don't just leave up and out. I try to work things out, but usually I have to leave it.
It's like sad and
I've never been
alone,
married.
or dealing with somebody's dusty ass son who's fucking around on you. I'd rather be sad and alone.
You think he loved her?
I don't think people who cheat love the other person.
I think he loved her.
I think you could cheat
he was messed up
and love the other person. You might not respect the person, but I think you could like love them. I think love is a complicated emotion.
Yeah, I think he was dead wrong.
Yeah.
Like, I think he loved her.
Yeah, because if he didn't love her, I don't think
he could have just left. And
once she ended things,
same way
I don't think they would reconcile.
Yeah,
if they didn't love each other.
Yeah,
like,
and it's easier for him to leave. He could have been left. It's because it's like he obviously is getting all this stuff everywhere, and then but he has her. She's doing all this stuff for him. Oh man, she was doing so much for him.
Talk about fumbling the bag, by the way.
She loved him so much. Dang.
Yeah.
There's like a part of me that wants to be like deeply in love like that, but I'm like, I don't want to be an idiot.
Yeah. And she made it a point to say like, hey, like the reason why I even gave you a chance was because I thought you weren't like everybody else. Like, like we got together in the church. Yeah. You're religious. You say all these. You were saying all the right things.
She looked so happy at all their videos. Like
I know she was so enamored.
Like, oh my gosh, like just cheesy. And I would just be like, oh, like she's genuinely so happy. Like I'm glad that she got to experience like this joy, even though it went really dark and terrible for a while. I'm like, there is like that joy that she felt was real, even though it seems like it negates it when he does all that shit, which in a way it kind of does, but it's like, dang, like those feelings that she felt in that moment were real. And I'm like, I'm happy that she got that, because like some people don't even get that. But it's like, damn, like why does men are just trash, you know?
Even the good ones.
People are trash.
People are trash. But right now, I'm going to say men are trash, because that's like really where I want to lock in on that. Like the men are really like, just no way, Jose.
Do you feel like the hackers should feel any sense of guilt?
No.
For the repercussions?
Really cool. Never got caught.
The reason why I bring that up is because...
Oh, people killed them.
Yeah. People did kill themselves.
Unalived.
Over
I forgot about that part.
Unalived themselves. Like, these are people's like personal lives. I don't think they really thought it through of, hey, we're not just damaging the people who cheated, but we're damaging the people around them as well. Yeah. So do you think, like, if they were to like take it back, you think they would?
Dang, I don't know. I guess so. I guess they would, because they made Ashley Madison a ton of money, and people unalived themselves. So, I guess they probably would, because they thought they were gonna like burn them to the ground, and they made them a bunch of money. And
by the way, how ironic, the founder of Ashley Madison out here parading his wife, talking about,
that seems very like, typical.
I know. I was like, that's hard. It's hardly even ironic.
I don't cheat. And she's like, surprised? Yeah. Was I surprised? No, I thought they were leading up to that the whole time. I was just like, this nigga a cheater. He looked like a cheater.
It's like when guys on podcasts say black men don't cheat, and it's like, come on, like, you know that ain't real.
Come on, bro.
Like that's just some people say.
You might not cheat.
Name one docuseries about black men cheating.
It hasn't come out yet.
I'll wait.
It hasn't come out yet.
Don't be dense.
Look.
Don't be dense.
I'm not.
That's why you're grinning. That's why you're grinning.
I'm grinning because I'm just having such a great time with you guys.
Wrong.
I've been grinning this whole time. Imani been having me cracking up. Mm-hmm. You don't think she's funny?
I think she's hilarious, but I also think she's smarter than you.
That's fine. You're okay to think that. You're not gonna hurt my ego.
There's just because there's not a documentary don't mean it's not happening. I feel like y'all really capitalize off the fact that nobody's out here making documentaries about y'all unless you're R. Kelly.
Isn't like Love and Hip Hop like a whole ass docuseries right there?
People? I say that all the time. Okay, I'm gonna say this is, or maybe I should save it for my hot take.
No, that'll be my hot take. I'm excited. I want to hear.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll save it.
All right, cool. I forgot what we were saying before that.
Oh, about how they were unaliving themselves.
Oh, yeah. We don't have to go back to that, though.
Yeah. But that really did make me really sad. When that part came up, I really was, like, hurt by that. And I was like, damn, like, maybe they shouldn't have did that, because it's like, even though these people were doing it, at least, like, I don't know, they were living. And I don't know, like, it really just kind of, like, made me rethink the way I was feeling about it when people were doing that. I was just like, dang, like.
This is Natasha Bedingfield's fault.
Who?
Natasha Bedingfield.
Why is it her fault?
She said,
got a pocket full.
She said to release your inhibitions. And so now people are out here releasing the inhibitions.
Yeah, well, people are going to release their inhibitions all the time. It's like prohibition. When they abolish
release
alcohol.
Your inhibitions.
You think people weren't drinking alcohol?
Your skin.
You think people weren't drinking alcohol? You think when they banned homosexuality and trans people?
Not speaking over her.
I was singing over her, actually.
You think when they tried to ban homosexuality and trans people and prohibition and ban alcohol, you think people stopped doing it? Like, they just do it on the low. Like, anything that is just frowned upon or illegal or whatever, like, how do you think people do cocaine? Like
very freely, and it's gross.
Like, it's literally just under the table. So it's like, the person who removes that veil and kind of like brings it to light, I don't know, it's kind of heavy, because it's like, it was gonna happen either way. Like, but people are gonna do what they want to do. And it's like, if you just feel so self-righteous that you want to reveal everyone and what they're doing, and then like they're out here ending their own lives because of it. Like I hope they felt some remorse, or I hope they felt something about that, because it's like you really were out of line to do that. Even though these people were out of line, like that doesn't make you any better than them for outing them.
I feel like to do that, you should also release your own deepest, darkest secrets. Like that's the only way. Otherwise, you're just coming off as holier than thou, and it's like no one lives without sin.
That older lady that they showed,
and her husband,
was he one of the people that unalived himself?
Yeah.
Is that what they were alluding to?
They said carbon monoxide, and I was like, did he like gas himself?
Yeah.
Oh, and like in the car when you
close the garage, let the car run.
I missed that part.
Yeah, so it's an unpainful that you kind of just fade away.
Oh, okay. Because I was wondering, I was like, wouldn't that get into their house? Because my garage is like a part of my house, so I'm like, that confused me.
I think
that's really dangerous.
I think they had a detached garage, but don't quote me on that. Watch the docuseries.
It's only 3 episodes.
Yeah, it's
hour
short.
each. Yeah.
But dang, what was I just about to say? Oh, that's the thing. We don't know who leaked it, so we really don't know how what they did affected them, because they didn't want any money. They didn't come.
I was just gonna ask. They didn't take the money.
They didn't do anything. They just released it. They said they were gonna release it, and they did. And low
key, that's a little bit crazy. They were like, I just want to watch it burn.
Yeah,
that's some Joker shit.
Yeah,
we really don't know how it affected them. We don't know what happened to them after they discovered that people were unaliving themselves.
And no one found out who did it. No. Bro, that's a really big secret to keep for that many years. Dang, imagine sitting on that.
I hope they tell us one day.
Yeah,
on their deathbed or something.
He just comes out like he's anonymous.
Had to be an inside job.
You think so?
I kept thinking it was going to be that one lady who was a part of it with that.
The customer service lady?
No, not that one who was married. I didn't really like her. She just seemed really condescending to me.
Yeah, right.
But that other one, she had short hair and colored eyes. I kept thinking maybe she's going to finally say it was her, but they just said they never figured it out. I was like, oh.
What if it was the wife of the guy who founded it?
Shout out to her then.
That'd be sick.
I think my favorite people were the black lady and the white guy, because they just seemed to have it all figured out.
Because she was pegging these white men?
I mean, if that's what you're into, I'm not knocking it. I don't really judge. We're all into some crazy things, but that's a different podcast for a different day. But
real life shit after
dark. Real life shit after dark.
Real life shit, nigga.
But I think in theory, I would like to be in something as open and honest as that. But I don't know if I am secure enough, or if I've ever felt that deeply secure with someone, or even in myself, to be oh, okay, you can go out and do whatever. Yeah. And I am so sure that we are locked in and we're never gonna leave each other. And they really weren't, and they really loved each other. It was. I just felt that was really cool, because
they got always kids imagined and everything.
Yeah, I've imagined having something because everybody. It seems every relationship I ever heard of in the history of the world, that there's something wrong with it, or there's some sort of cheating, or having open relationships and all of that. Mm-hmm. And I'm in theory, if you could get it to work for you, I think that's great. But I just don't know, if I could get there, or if I want to get there, or what. But I think it's cool that exists, and that it could potentially be something that's real, even though it's not conventional.
Yeah, they're obviously a success story. I think they're doing victory laps. This shit ain't really affect us. Yeah. But they asked if we wanted to be on it. It was sure, why not?
Right, we probably get a little extra money,
a little clout.
Right. Yeah, it's her clientele probably going through the roof.
When she had that little, oh man, she is really something.
Oh yeah, I forgot what she called it, but she was anybody could take this.
Yeah, any man can take this, and then she pulled out this
not
huge
me.
one.
Keep that shit. What?
Not me. Yeah, she was an interesting woman, but I don't know. I like people that are a little bit taboo, and I don't know. Oh wow, that works for you. Cool.
Live
that
life
actually works
side.
for you, and you're not just that's different from the Ashley Madison founder man who's oh, I'm married, and look at me. I run this business, but I would never do that, and it's all just bullshit.
Be honest.
I hate shit like that. At least they're just being real with each other. I think that's what it really comes down to. They were being real with each other. That guy was lying to his wife.
I just seen a tweet, and they said in a tweet, I hate a deceitful hoe. You're gonna be a hoe, be honest about it.
Yeah.
Then we could all be hoes.
Transparent hoes.
I think honesty is really the best policy, and when you lie, it's just, I don't know, it just messes everything
Hoe
up.
is gender neutral, by the way, just in case y'all come for me.
Of course.
But